I feel like we missed like an end beat there. I feel like it came on a little early. How's everybody doing tonight? Welcome to another Tuesday night sketch claim with 4C. As you can see, the 4Cs are here tonight. Not the real 4Cs, but the us 4Cs. So we're
You guys are real 4Cs. It's good.
well, we know who the 4Cs are. It's the But anyway, so we're joined by, of course, Ken. We've got Annika down there and Bacon over here, and we're all here for you guys tonight. So I hope everybody's doing good. Hi, Emilio, Marcus, what's going on? See a couple people in the chat there already. All right, Craig Hamilton's in the audience tonight. Craig, how are you doing, buddy? I see all your art is popping up all over Sketch Prices. People are really enjoying that. You did a phenomenal job on that stuff. Thank you again.
Hey, Facebook's working.
But yeah, so we've got a wonderful show for you guys tonight. We're happy to bring back some sketching like we did with Livio very recently, and we only had the recap show last week, but we're ready to get back into getting some people for you guys to get some art from. And without any further ado, I don't know, Ken, do you want to bring on our guest for tonight, or you want to have anything else to say?
No, let's do it.
Welcome, Dan Parrott. How are you doing tonight, Dan?
Hey, how are you? Glad to be here.
Awesome. Yeah. So we see PJ's out there. Excellent. You see Marcus? He said, I see, you see, we all see 4C.
I was if nobody addressed Marcus's comment, I was be really sad because it made me laugh.
Bacon's in charge of comments, so if they don't get up there, they're his fault.
That's right.
Who's am I supposed to address?
He's not even paying attention. What?
What's going on? Who's what?
I'm still pulling up the live chats on my phone. I already told you I was going to do that.
Well, we're very happy to be here tonight. If you guys don't know, Dan's going to be doing some awesome head sketches tonight. They're going to be color, character of your choice if he agrees to do it, and they're going to be $100 a piece. And then Annika's going to get those invoices out to you, and we'll get you the art. We're back in a full shipping mode. We're not doing another show until January, so we're in a good place now to get you guys some art and get it out to you. Ronald, how are you doing, sir? Jonathan's out there. Look at that. Claim's already up. I missed it.
And there's already a claim.
I know. I was like, I only know there was a claim because I was reading the comments. I didn't even realize that Ken had put a claim up.
That's what I do, Dan. I kind of just throw claims up when nobody's looking. So
He's sneaky. He's a sneaky guy.
And then you hear his evil little chuckle, ha ha ha, did it again, Jeff.
Because it's funny how long he can be up there sometimes before anybody even notices.
Secret small claim again. That's right. All right. Well, you know what? We're going to give this one to Jonathan tonight. He was fast on the draw and he got the claim. So Jonathan, the claim is yours. Just let us know what you'd like Dan to draw, and we'll get right into this. And then you guys can stop hearing me jabber and we can talk to Dan a little bit. So yeah, this is the delay that comes in, and it's also sometimes people are like, "Oh my God, I got the claim. I don't know what to get." Oh, he wants to get the Riddler.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Do
that.
Yeah.
Do you want like the Batman's, like the old Batman 66 Riddler, like that Riddler?
That's a good question.
That is good. Yeah. What kind of style do you want it in? I mean, I guess you could do like an Archie style one. That wouldn't be out of the realm of possibility, but. Well, he'll let us know in a second. But anyway, also, guys, if you have any questions for Dan while he's drawing, I know he can chew gum and walk at the same time, so I'm sure that he can answer questions while he's drawing.
Yes.
Yeah, the Batman 66 Riddler. That's exactly right. Cool. Awesome.
You got it.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
But yeah, so Dan, all right. So how did you get your start working for comics?
I got my start. Well, I went to the Kubert School back 1,000 years ago. 35, 40 years ago. And I just always was an Archie fan. And I had done a lot of like Archie work in my portfolio, thinking that, I better like start, thinking about getting work in this profession. And Victor Gorelick, who was the editor from Archie, came down to the school, looked at portfolios, and they hired me while I was in school. So I started doing like we called them gag pages, like one-page gags, and started doing some of those. And things just kind of went in the right direction. And when I graduated, they had a full-time opening. And I started up in the art department at Archie, working in production. And then I just started working more freelance at home, and been there ever since. And that was it'll be 36 years
That's awesome. So when you went to the Kubert School, you went there with the intention to draw like any comics, or like was Archie was like your thing?
Well, I definitely was a huge Archie fan, but you know, I love superhero stuff too, so I was open to like you know whoever would hire me basically. The goal was to just really you know get work in comics, and yeah, it just you know worked out really good. That then when I was in school, I started noticing that like everybody was doing superhero stuff, and I started to think, well, you know, maybe I can, you know, there was a lot of competition there. Maybe I can eke out something else. And then my love for Archie was always there, so I just started doing you know pieces for that, and luck came my way.
That's awesome. No, that's so cool that you actually, you got that. And the fact that you got the job like right out of school, that's amazing. That's awesome.
Well, yeah, because, you know, that's the other thing too, is like, you know, you're so nervous about getting any kind of like, you know, work out of school. And you know, I would have been happy getting any kind of full-time job in the art field. And I was lucky enough too that I did also get a job offer at Hallmark Cards when I graduated, and so I went to Kansas City for an interview, and so I actually had to make a decision whether I was going to work in comics or for Archie, or I was going to work for Hallmark, and I definitely made the right decision. I don't think I would have enjoyed the working on greeting cards as much as I've enjoyed working on comics.
No, I enjoy reading comics, so I think I would, as much as I like reading cards, I think I enjoy your work on comics.
yeah. I think I just was more, you know, I mean, you know, you go to the Kubert School, that's, you know, you're going there really because, you know, you want to be in the comics. So.
Absolutely. Well, see, we have one question from the audience. Dan, Emilio wants to know, what's your least favorite characters to draw?
My least favorite character is, let me see. Well, I mean, I really love drawing all of the main characters in Archie. So I can't really think of any that I don't like to draw. I mean, there's certain things I don't like to draw, like you know, cars and horses.
that's almost the answer for everybody. Always has.
I know. Yeah, nobody likes to draw horses.
Except for John, I think John Buscema might be the only exception to that. I think that guy loves drawing horses.
One guy Jose Delbo. Was one of my teachers at the school actually, and he made us draw horses. And he was so good at it. You know, he was one of those guys that he did all those like Western comics, and just, you know, he was so great at it. But you know, you have to do it. Bicycles too. I mean, you know, I'm a bicyclist too, but I enjoy bikes, but not drawing them.
Yeah, so most artists, and it's funny. Yeah, they just Craig Hamilton says he loves drawing horse as well. Craig, your realistic style, I bet you do. He draws a lot of wonderful figures. So I mean, his stuff is he's good with the muscles and all that stuff. So yeah. So there you go. If anybody wants a drawing of a horse, Craig Hamilton is available.
I'm not available for that.
So there you go. Next claim cannot be a horse. So.
Dan, I have a question. Can you spin that comic rack?
Oh, people just want to see what's on the comic.
Yes. Oh, I just want to hear the squeak.
You know, narcissistically enough, it's mostly the books that I've done. I just kind of use it as my like storage. So
it squeaks.
But I have like 4 of these, so I do have a couple of racks with other comics on them. But
you just wanted to hear the squeak. It's got to have the squeak.
It's like an old time rack.
Right. See, this is a must right here. Hold on. Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, it just goes with the territory.
Yeah, it has to have the squeak.
Yeah.
Ken, does yours squeak or do you oil it?
No, it squeaks. Not a lot, but it squeaks.
Let's see. So PJ Small says he was hesitant to ask you to draw anything Archie related at Terrificon because he thought you'd be sick of it. No, he loves drawing Archie.
That's what I'm there for.
No, yeah, not a lot of people are going up to Dan and asking him to draw a Batman who laughs. I wouldn't imagine that's not like one of them.
I mean, I love doing all the mashups. I do a lot of, you know, commissions that are like, you know, superhero mashups, and I get a lot of Supergirls and Wonder Woman requests all the time. But But no, I
The
that's
jughead who laughs.
what I'm there for.
The jughead who laughs.
The jughead who laughs. There you go.
So Scott, I'll see what I've got so far. I don't know if you can see it. Hopefully, you can see.
Yeah.
It's
Oh no, that's awesome. That's so great.
That's fantastic.
so
That's good stuff.
I'm gonna I'll start inking it in.
Craig, I don't need you telling my age to everybody. All right. Let's see. Yes, and Crystal says you were allowed to be proud of your work. That's not narcissistic at all.
Well, I think of it as my storage bin sort of thing.
And Avi has a great point. I actually thought that the second I saw that, I was like, is Dan a fan of carnivals? Are those balloons on his wall that need to be popped by a dart?
They are. It's weird. Okay, there were like these wall things from IKEA, and I got them like 20 years ago, and I didn't know what I was going to do with them. I didn't know if I was going to use them in my kids' room. I just liked the way they looked, and then I just I never had a place to put them, so I just put them over my drawing table, and it's just sort of like I don't know. It's like the backdrop of a talk show or something. I don't know. It's just weird, but they've been there for like 20 years. So
That's awesome.
yeah,
I didn't know. I mean, maybe there were balloons and you filled them up with ideas, and every time you didn't, you just throw up a dart and be like, what's this? All right, that's what we're doing.
Oh, they're just like cheap styrofoam. Yeah.
Oh no, they look nice. They're nice and shiny. So yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Need to be dusted, but
Question answered.
Now I can't unsee that it's like a talk show host background.
Oh my gosh, there's another claim for Dan. How did that happen so quickly and so unexpectedly? So if anybody would like to claim something from Dan, please feel free. You guys saw that that Riddler's coming out fantastic. So we're doing color head sketches, guys. If he ends up getting a lot of claims tonight, he might do some of the colors off camera. But if we're not getting if we're not like 5 to 10 deep in claims, he'll do them all live on the show.
yep.
And you said you're doing a couple of shows, or just one show in January, right?
I'm doing Mid Florida Con in January. Doing a convention in Canada this weekend. Big Country Comic Expo up in Fredericton, New Brunswick. It's a 2-day show. I'm doing that, and then in 2 weeks I'm doing this new something I've never done before. It's called Christmas Con. It's all Christmas stuff.
Okay.
So it's Edison, New Jersey. It's all Christmas themed, and it's all like the people are there from like all like like those Hallmark movies that you see on TV.
Oh my God.
For some reason, it's all these Hallmark people and me. So
I'm going to bet that Aunt Becky is not going to be there this year at that convention. I don't think she's going to be showing her face.
I think she is actually there.
Is she really? Oh
I
my
think
God.
so. I think so.
Now I want to go.
But like Melissa Joan Hart is there. There's like so many people there from those movies. It's amazing. They have a few comic book artists there, I guess, just to get to convention, and so I'll be just bringing Christmas prints and doing sketches and doing non-Christmas stuff too. But.
Jeez.
That even scared me, Annika. Well, let's see. We got all kinds of wonderful comments. Craig says, not only is Dan elegantly talented, but he's handsome AF. So you have high praise.
Oh, thank you so
High
much.
praise from Craig Hamilton.
Thanks. I guess those filters are working.
Avi, that's a good question that I don't know the answer to.
Oh, let's see. Oh, would Scarface and Ventriloquist be considered 2 hedge sketches? I don't know.
Scarface and Ventriloquist?
That's the Batman villains, that's it's technically a guy and a doll, but I mean, it's kind of 2 faces.
A guy holding a doll.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah. Always trying to push the envelope there, Avi. We appreciate the effort. I'll tell you one. Two-Face is only one face, though. If you wanted Two-Face, that's only one. I would only count Two-Face as one person. That's
Yeah,
only
Two-Face is definitely one face.
Does Dan Archify characters?
That's pretty much all I do.
There you go, Jason Harris. Pretty much
That
all
would
you
be
do.
in his wheelhouse, yes.
All right, so got Riddler is kind of moving along.
Oh wow.
Oh, wow.
So
That's
good.
so great.
Very Frank Ocean. That's awesome.
So I will start coloring this unless something else pops up.
And we're still waiting for some claims over here, guys. We got the claim open. Color has.
Well, you guys can always claim too, you know.
Yeah, we're doing these on.
Oh,
We're doing,
who's
what
Facebook
size
user?
paper are these on? These are on 9x12.
They're on 9x12 Bristol.
Facebook user's gonna make me go figure out who she is.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a me.
Yeah, I already know who it is.
I'll give it to Rubber Gumball though. It's fine. Rubber
Rubber
Gumball
yeah.
can have it.
Yeah, Rubber Gumball wants a Doc Savage. That's pretty cool.
Oh, Doc Savage. That's cool.
Yeah. So all right. So I'm gonna give it to Rubber Gumball. I'm taking it away from Annika because she's on the air. So. But
Oh,
hey,
and
guys,
also because she didn't actually type her name in like a newbie. She doesn't know how to follow the rules and hit this StreamYard link.
exactly. She's showing everybody.
Besides,
what
we
Doc
all
is.
know what you want already.
You have to give StreamYard permission to see your name.
Well, I do like want to do like a full thing with like a Veronica as Lady Loki and you know.
we should do like a Secret Santa on the air.
Raleigh, we're probably going to open up a
For
claim in
Christmas
about 10 minutes.
You know what, Raleigh? You know what? I think that I should let Raleigh claim right. You know what? I'm taking a claim. I'm taking a verbal claim from Raleigh right now. I want to keep these claims coming. We got to get Dan working here. It's
This is
$100.
how you know.
$100, guys. Sorry, I didn't.
Boom, cut the check.
That's right. Cut the check. This is how we're doing. He's going so fast that I'm just Raleigh. You're in, buddy. What do you want? You can have the next claim. Let's do it.
And then Justin Butler, it's $100 per head sketch, and they will be colored. And this is how you know I don't have my glasses on. I read it. I'm like, Justin, I just saw B. I was like, Bieber.
Yeah. Yes.
I really need to get
Justin
my
Bieber
glasses.
is in the chat. That's right, and he's a
I
massive.
need glasses, guys. Sorry.
At least Facebook is working tonight, so that's nice.
Yeah.
So there you go. So Raleigh, if you I gave you the claim, man, you can't back out now. So tell me what you want. Can I research first and come back? Yes, you may. I will allow that. That is allowed. Well, see, what this reminds me of is when we were doing the show a couple weeks ago. We were on the Comic Art Live, and I waited like 5 minutes, and nobody claimed Ryan Benjamin. And
We missed this too, Jeffrey.
Oh well, Avi doesn't matter.
We can throw Avi in there.
We'll throw. Listen, so we can throw
If
Avi
we
in.
missed it.
But we did agree that was two head sketches, yes?
That's right. He's good with that. And Raleigh's going to research and come back to us. See, we want to get these stuff. Because what I was saying is that, so I waited 5 minutes and nobody claimed Ryan Benjamin. And I was like, I'm not going to let this incredible artist go unclaimed. So I was not able to be on live. So I took the claim. And then I joined the show afterwards. And then everybody wanted a sketch from him. And I was like, well, you guys, I mean, I didn't want the guy to just sit there doing nothing. He's like, and all of a sudden there was like 10 people who wanted sketches. And he only did 2 sketches for the whole night. And I felt bad that I took the spot, but I'm like, you guys got to jump on this, man. You don't realize how great these artists are. And, you know, get them while you can. Like I said, Dan's he's doing a show in next month. He's only doing like 1 show. And then, you know, you don't know when you're going to catch him or see him. Get it now.
Well, yeah.
So
I'm gonna see him after this show on this live, so I'm gonna be like, hey.
Yeah. So Annika, I was looking at Comic Links doing a nice auction coming up, and they have this cool Jack Kirby page. That it doesn't obviously there's no Jane Foster Thor when Jack Kirby was drawing, but it kind of looks like what Jane Foster Thor would look like if he was to draw it. It's a different character. You should go to the Comic Link and look at the Kirby stuff because it's pretty cool. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
officially like married. I don't know how easy it is to hide my finances.
You didn't secure that before you got married? You got to get the separate bank account going.
I mean, we have some right now.
It's probably a $100 headshot colored, sir, 9x12.
Rubber gumball. I believe I do. Let me double check.
Okay.
Usually I put both names.
Here's the Riddler so far.
Oh wow.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm just going to
So
do a
good.
little shading on that, and then
Now
Hey,
we just
Dan.
come up with a riddle for him to say.
Dan, can you look at the private chat real quick?
No. Control.
Private chat. Oh, look at the private chat.
Would I do that? Yeah.
There you go.
Rubber gumball. Are you Scott?
Oh, wow. All right. Well, when Raleigh's ready, when he comes up, he's got a good one.
That is a good one.
I'm almost losing track of who's next.
I got it. See, she even
That's
said,
why-
"Don't forget."
That's why we
Don't.
make Annika come on so that she writes down because the rest of us don't.
All right, Scott, I got you.
Ken's doing everything, and you're taking care of the other stuff, and I'm just talking nonstop. So we
Yeah,
all
that's
have
great. Otherwise, because I don't talk until I'm like several deep. We won't get there tonight.
So Dan, do you collect any art from any artists?
I do. I don't have my wall space like I used to, but I have I have a lot of classic, Dan DeCarlo, Harry Lucy, Archie stuff, but I also have some Jim Aparo Batman stuff, and I've got Darwin Cook stuff.
Wow.
Bruce Timm. I've got some Jaime Hernandez and Jaime Hernandez and Gilbert Hernandez, 11 Rockets.
Oh, wow.
I've got some old Harvey comics. Sorry, I'm a huge Harvey comics fan, so I've got a lot of old Ernie Cullen and Warren Kramer, Harvey art, Richie Rich, way old stuff, and I've got some Kurt Swan, Superman. So yeah, I do. I mean, I don't invest in it like I used to, but yeah, I got Garcia Lopez artwork.
That's a pretty substantial collection. You downplayed it in the beginning, but it started to, and all of a sudden it was just like, just some 11 Rocket stuff and some, Garcia Lopez. That stuff's incredible, man. You got the Aparo Batman. I have been after an Aparo Batman, like a really, really good representation for years. I've owned quite a few pieces, but they just never were the one. So I'm always on the lookout. So that's awesome.
Yeah, he's amazing. That was around when I was really growing up, like the 70s. Those the Brave and the Bold, the Aparo books.
Right. Oh yeah. And see the Brave and the Bold ones. There's quite a few of those out there. You can find some pretty decent Batmans on those. I want one from the Batman books, the ones when he was doing that I remember reading when I was, with the whole Death in the Family and all of that.
Oh, yeah.
So those are like really hard to find.
Yeah. I had a chance to get a Marshall Rogers page and I didn't get it, and I always regretted that because I could have gotten it for under $200. That was 25 years ago.
Yeah.
Should have got that.
Yeah. Then listen, if I could build a house out of woulda, coulda, shoulda.
Yeah. Right. So, all right. I think I may do a little more toning up on this, but that's for
sure.
All right.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, just don't forget to sign it, and that looks beautiful.
I will.
One more in the chat, buddy.
Well, yeah, go to the private chat one more time, Dan, just for a quick question, and then you're good.
Okay.
Just type it in.
Just type it in? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's going, go to hell, Ken. Send.
Making my life so difficult.
Oh, wait. Did it get it? Where is it not? Okay, here we go. Okay.
Yes, Emilio, I would also love a Ramita Senior Spider-Man page.
Yeah.
That's on my list of grails that will never probably happen.
Well, thanks, Chris, for answering Emilio.
Yeah. All right. So the next one is the Doc Samson, correct?
Doc
Doc
Savage.
Savage?
Doc Savage. Sorry. Doc Savage.
I'm sorry. What did we say? Doc who?
Doctor Strange? No, I'm just kidding. It's not Doctor Strange. I know. Well, no. It's
Savage.
Doc Savage gets sketched.
yes.
You got it.
Don't we all? Amelia, don't we all?
Hey, listen, Anthony's Collectibles has probably one of the best genre media senior pages I've ever seen for sale in the open market. It's only like $80,000. So, it's right there for you to get, Emilio. Just go visit Anthony's website. Just 80 grand. That's all. Who is saying hello to us, guys? Because they didn't give StreamYard permission to see their name.
It's not me this time.
I have to check Facebook.
I thought you were already on Facebook.
I am.
Ken, do you want me to? Oh, I was gonna text you. Never mind.
That's give me a second. That's in another version of the.
Oh, probably the Ken one.
The Ken one.
Yeah, there's a Ken one.
Filippo Marzo is the hello, guys.
Oh, it's Filippo. Hi.
Is he? I see he's watching, but I don't see the comment.
Jeff said it's Filippo.
It's Filippo.
Are you in the 4C one?
I'm in the one that just popped up on Facebook, so yeah, I looked.
That doesn't help me whatsoever. But thanks, Jeff.
It's on Facebook, yes.
The group
it?
or the
Ken streaming it, or is it 4C
It's
streaming
the Ken streaming it.
Ken. The Filippo's in the Ken one.
How many places are we streaming this? Jesus. We're everywhere.
Ken streams it to his Facebook and then the 4C.
Ah.
So there's a Ken stream, there's a 4C stream, and then there's a YouTube stream.
As long as we got strong streams, we're good to go.
don't cross
Don't
the
cross
streams
it
though.
though.
Yeah, no proctology visits for us. We're excellent. So let's see. Would he do a Marvel Angela?
Marvel Angela. She looks cool with her.
Bacon, I'm in the group chat.
All right.
Angela, who's that?
Marvel, and she's got a really cool headpiece.
All right. So, and just because Dan is such a great guy, tonight, and I don't want anybody to be too late, he is offering up full figures. And Ken has the price on those that he will throw in. Let's see. Are the 4C crew going to join Hive?
The new
Oh my
Twitter.
God. I just heard of Hive today and already it's out there. It's just.
Yeah, I just joined that today.
I literally just heard about it today and all of a sudden it's all anybody can talk about is Hive.
It's the new Twitter?
The new Twitter.
It's like sort of like Twitter meets Instagram, sort of, I guess is how it was described by a friend.
Ooh. I mean, I didn't like Twitter because I like pictures.
4C
So
Comics is
I
on
was
Hive.
on Twitter.
Listen, we all like pictures. Why do you think we're here? That's what we do. We don't have a live stream that sells words. We give those away for free.
4C Comics is on Hive.
We are on Hive.
We are?
We've got Hives.
Speaking of on Hive?
I opened that up today.
Somebody should tell the social media manager that we're on Hive.
Well, it was one of those things where I was afraid someone else was going to steal it. So I did it as soon as Dan posted the link.
All right, we'll talk later today then.
Yes, absolutely. There you
I
go.
just did the name grab. I didn't do anything else.
This just in: 4C Comics is on Hive. And
Yes,
Craig
we
Hamilton
are.
says it's like Twitter for writers and artists. Excellent.
Here's a little sketch so far of Doc.
Nice. Very cool.
This one.
But as you guys see, that
Very nice.
Dan is offering up full figures for $225, but we still have the headshots for $100. So just from now on, if anybody anybody who hasn't gotten their sketch yet wants to switch to a full figure, let us know. And if anybody who claims from here on out would like a full figure, when you win the claim, just make sure you let us know which one you want.
Amelia, you have no idea how much I feel this, and I'm the social media manager, but I still feel this.
Raleigh.
Listen,
It had to be done fast. I didn't want to, I just did it, man.
Look, I still, I think I just stopped using a rotary phone like 2 weeks ago. So all this stuff is just amazing to me.
And then Rubber Gumball said
Once I saw
awesome in all caps.
when I saw Dan Parent was on Hive, I said we got to get on that.
Exactly.
Of course.
I did use the link you posted too.
Dan, have you been able to play around with Hive? Is it?
I've done very little. I just put one post up there today and linked it to a few friends, and I'm very, very new to it.
Someone said it's like 75% Instagram and 25% Twitter, or maybe it's the other way around.
Perfect. Oh,
It still seems
okay, that's perfect for me.
It still seems very, similar to Twitter
Okay,
so far.
so it's probably 75% Twitter and 25% Instagram.
Could be.
So after Rubber Gumball's Doc Savage, Raleigh wants a full
Yeah, that's why I wanted to bring it up. He's switching to a full figure of his character.
Hawkeye.
We haven't even told Dan what he wants yet. I was going to make it a surprise.
Oh my bad. Well, he can read it.
Well, of course he can, but I'm just saying. I purposefully told him not to look in the so we just tell him. So it was going to be a surprise. He wants a Popeye holding a can of spinach. So that's your next full figure.
That's
All right, that sounds cool.
Yes.
Nice,
So
I'm really excited to
Popeye
see
is
this.
$225. The can of spinach is another $225.
Yes.
So
Did you
500 Raleigh.
Did you guys see Dan nod his head like, yeah, I'm gonna do this, and it's
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
be awesome.
yeah.
I was really excited
Well
to see
done,
all
sir.
the ladies because, I really like Betty and Veronica. Those are my favorites. Those are my girls.
You have chosen wisely.
Oh, I know. My choices of Betty and Veronica are
Whatever. You
phenomenal.
got to listen. Everybody knows you got to go Josie and the Pussycats. I'm sorry, you just got to. It's just.
But then you got to have all of them,
Yes, you do.
and that's that's a 250, a 250, and a two. No,
I mean,
225, 225. That's a lot of 25s and a lot of twos.
who are the other? What are the names of the other Pussycats?
Nobody knows, but you need them.
Valerie and Melody.
See,
Then you
Oh,
have
yes.
Alexandra, who is their nemesis,
mm-hmm.
and Alex, her brother.
How many sketches
Why do I
are
want
in it?
that?
We have. I think we've got
So
3.
Raleigh is a full figure coming up, and then Avi wants to upgrade his to a full figure. He hold up and caps.
Yes. And
So
then
Avi, if you're upgrading, are you still keeping the same character? God, guys, I need glasses.
Scarface and the ventriloquist.
He wants the ventriloquist holding Scarface.
Yeah, holding Scarface. Yes. And then someone earlier.
And Jason, that is what is ahead. So we've got 2 more. And then we'll probably, if there's time, we'll throw up another claim.
There's a little bit of ink work on Doc Savage.
Oh. And see, and now that we're rolling here, and Dan said that's awesome. That is so cool. He saw the pencils earlier, and he was like, "That is insane." So I know he's
Rubber Gumball.
Yeah. But yeah, so and like Dan said earlier, if we're getting a lot of claims, he might hold off on doing some of the colors until later so he can get more people in. So
Yeah.
so don't think that because you don't have a claim in right now, you're not going to get one because he's being awesome about this, and we want to get as many of you guys pieces as we can. So. Sheldon Walsh, how's it going? I love to see names I don't see all the time in here. It's great. I feel like it's been a while since we've done a well-planned sketch show. Unfortunately, when Livio was sort of a last-minute kind of jump on, we only got I don't even know if we got a full 24 hours before we knew he was going to be on Tuesday night.
Yeah.
That's not quite the same, Avi. That's not quite the same.
Yeah, I don't think we can count Scarface the same as we can count a can of spinach. But good try again, Avi. But you're in, buddy. We got you. If you want it, you got it.
Avi, if there's questions about yours, I'll call you because I know you have to leave.
Yeah, Dan, yeah, definitely right up there. Yeah, Dan and Russ here. We don't work with slow artists here. We like guys that pump stuff out. Unless you're Craig Hamilton, who we want to take as much time as possible to do very, very detailed work.
I'm pretty sure. By the way, that Craig's still 2 spots left.
Oh my god!
If anyone is interested on his list.
Sorry, basketball's playing on the.
Craig Hamilton still has 2.
So what do you think? You think I should do a color, or should I just just keep on drawing in black and white and color these afterward?
Color after.
Color after? Okay.
Yeah. Let's move on to the next one. Yeah, absolutely.
Cool. Okay.
So now we got full figure Popeye holding a can of spinach.
Popeye was thin. Okay.
Yeah.
And then watch the wave.
Yeah. So when you guys say open for a claim is when we type claim. Justin, yes, that is how it is supposed to work. But so many people were just holding on to their claims earlier. I just started taking them. We were verbally just taking them. We weren't even waiting. But now I think we'll go back to our original programming, which is if anybody is out there who doesn't know, Ken, you want to throw the rules up real quick just in case?
Yeah, sure. So, let's see.
Jingle bells. Here we go. So, guys, these are the normal rules for a normal night. I think we're all just kind of getting back into the swing of this. So I'll explain it one more time. So it is live claim sketch show. You do claim in the chat. If there's 3 or less claims, we go with the first person who has gotten the claim. If there's more than 3 claims, we take the top 5 claims. We put you in a wheel spin. Whoever wins that wheel spin gets the honor of getting this sketch of their choice at the price listed. And all we ask is if you've never bought from us before, you send us a message either on Facebook or you can email us at 4ccomicart@gmail.com. And that's pretty much it. So that's the normal way we're going to try and do that from now on. We are the queue is loaded with a couple more sketches, but as you see, Dan is going fast, so we got plenty of time for some more sketches. Yep, and Craig says he does have 2 open spots.
Craig, you're supposed to wait until next year for me.
His list has been open for 2 months, Annika.
I know, and Annika, you do know that he's not going to stop drawing at the end of 2022, right?
Yeah, but my bank account might start opening up again in 2023.
My bank account might start opening again.
It is shut down. Oh no.
Hey, Annika, you want to tell everyone where you're going?
Oh, I haven't bought my tickets yet, but I'm going to a little place called New Orleans in Louisiana.
Very good. Now, what are the 2-3 states that are around Louisiana, please?
Oh shit, I can't. Texas, Oklahoma. Oh no, Oklahoma doesn't touch it. Arkansas, and Mississippi.
Very good. Way to read a map.
Next to Texas. Huh.
This has been Geography with Annika.
Dan, are you in Canada or do you live in the US?
I'm in Pennsylvania.
Oh, you're in Pennsylvania. Okay.
Yeah. So that is in the U.S. Good.
You just seem to do a lot of Canadian shows as well.
I do. Yeah. I did probably 7 or 8 shows there this year, and probably do the same amount next year. I did 20. I did 25 conventions this year.
Yeah, it seemed like at almost every show that we were at, you were there.
Yeah. So I always say at the beginning of each year, I'm going to just do a dozen. Then it never happens. It never happens.
Avi, yes, Nolans is awesome, and it's going to be a fun show. I'm going to be there. Ken is going to be there, and yes, now Annika's going to be there. They don't have enough alcohol there for Bacon, so he's going to abstain from going.
I'm gonna convince him to go.
It's gonna be my sleep weekend while you guys do everything.
Shut up. No, it's not. In a week, I'm coming back to you.
What do you want me to say? No SeaWorld. Downtown.
Downtown. He's never going to live that down.
Downtown Nolans.
Downtown, yeah. They call it the French Quarter. That's the downtown. But yes, my brother actually lives there, so I'm looking forward to seeing him. He actually just came to town last week, so he was here for a little bit. But it'll be nice to see him and my nieces and nephews, and hang out, get some good food. My brother used to manage some of the best restaurants in New Orleans, so we're gonna definitely have to pick a night. I'm gonna have him get us a reservation. Yeah, I always bring up like the Palace Cafe because it's right off of. It's right out on the edge of the French Quarter, and they've used it in movies like Runaway Jury and Deja Vu. Like that was then he was the general manager of that restaurant for a while, and like the Ruby Slipper and other restaurants. He doesn't manage restaurants anymore, but yeah, some good eats down there. So Dan, you should just go ahead and come. Just add it to your list.
We'll just show up.
Just show up.
You can sit in my chair.
Yeah,
I'll just
exactly.
eat.
Listen, there's always room at the 4C table for talented
nice,
artists.
nice. All right.
And just nice
I'll
people.
keep that in mind.
I will just pace
Yeah,
it
New
down
Orleans.
for you.
It's a great place. It's a great. I've done a couple, shows there. It's always fun there.
Mm-hmm.
Great place to eat.
Avi, I know nothing about New Orleans except I want crawfish, but I don't think that's gonna happen.
Oh, I'm sure. Well, you probably get some crawfish. Beignets are a must.
Oh,
Beignets,
Oh, yeah.
beignets, and I want a muffalata so bad. I can't wait.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We got to educate you on the muffalata.
Ooh. Oh, Bacon's not even here for Craig's awesome comment. Oh, I know, Craig. I'm gonna take you up on that offer in 2023 when my bank account opens back up, Craig. It's gonna be my birthday present to myself.
Somebody's throwing out the garbage or something there. I don't
No,
know.
Bacon's getting a drink.
Oh,
I know the sound of ice cubes.
and he has his phone with him in the kitchen. That's kind of funny. So Dan, what are you currently working on? Anything?
Right now I'm working on stuff for actually towards Archie stories, kind of into the spring right now.
Mm-hmm.
We're up to about April or May stories right now. I'm working on some more Sabrina the Teenage Witch stuff, and I'm working on some Josie and the Pussycat stuff because next year is the 60th anniversary of Josie and the Pussycats. So working on that. And
That's
then,
awesome.
and then just what else am I working on? Probably do another Kickstarter next year.
How'd your last Kickstarter go?
Well, it was good. I did one with Archie actually for Omnibus for Kevin Keller, and that went well. And I also did my own series, Die Kitty Die, and so I'll probably be doing another Kickstarter for that. Yeah, it's Kickstarters are, what's the right word for it? Exhausting.
Yes, they definitely can be.
They people they can be like, people think they're very they're so exciting. You just go on and you're raking all this money, and it's a little more than that, unfortunately. The collecting the money is the fun part. The not fun part is the fulfillment, doing the work. It's a lot, but I've done 5 of them, 5 or 6 of them actually at this point. So
Oh, nice.
there must be a reason I keep doing them. So
Well, they make a lot of people happy, and it's really cool, and it helps you to kind of to sort of crowdfund some great ideas and some great stuff, right?
yeah, and it was great because we when I was working on Die Kitty Die, I didn't really want to go to a publisher. I just wanted to just do it completely on my own and see how it would work, and it worked out really great. We had a publisher, and then we each one that we did better than the previous one, and so yeah, we're gonna keep at it.
Awesome.
And then the Archie one was different too because I wanted to do omnibus, and Archie was they were supporting it, and I just said, well, let me kickstart it, and we'll fund it very quickly that way, and we did. So.
No, that's great.
Yeah.
So, all right, Avi had to go, but he's already got his order in. So
Yeah, I already talked. I just texted him.
I got the top half of Popeye done, so I have to just.
Look. Oh wow! Look at that. Awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I just texted Avi, so we're good to go.
Awesome. So you've got quite a few little statues and toys behind you.
I do. I've got my Forbidden Planet Forbidden Planet statue or action figure, whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got my Batman 66 board game, and I've got some Peanuts figures and some robot from Lost in Space.
Is that a Superman bank or a cookie jar in the middle and the top?
That's actually it's just a figure, just like a statue from the Warner Brothers store when those were around. Yeah. In fact, it was going out of business, and I got it. It was I got it for like $20 because it was closing. So.
Oh, listen, I know so many people who bought a lot of animation cells from those places when they were going out of business.
Because all of a sudden they all went out at once. Yeah. And you could go there. I remember you could buy I think I bought a jean jacket for my kids. It was like a $100 jean jacket with all the Warner Brothers characters on. I got it for like $10.
Yeah. Oh, they just had to get rid of. They were just getting rid of that stuff. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Are there any artists out there that you don't have stuff from that you'd like to get a piece from? That's
yeah. I mean, I don't have any Jack Kirby, and I know I probably never will.
Yeah, Ken has a Kirby. I don't have a Kirby. I've owned Kirby's. I have had some back in the day, but I don't have one currently. So I'm always on the lookout. That's my goal is to have one nice piece from all of my favorite artists. So he's one of that I'm still searching for.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah. That's why I just showed Annika that one that I think she might want to get because I mean, like I said, it's not Jane Foster. You see Annika, but I mean, it's kind of what you imagine Jane Foster would look like if Kirby drew.
It definitely is.
Yeah.
It's definitely out of my price range.
Oh, just sell that Scotty Young.
My double plays fast with every single character on it. I'm good.
But how many Scotty Youngs do you have?
Quite a few.
Yeah.
No, nothing like Dustin. Bacon has one.
One less now, though.
Oh, did you sell Bacon give Bacon a Scotty Young?
We did it for Christmas, an early Christmas present.
That's so nice of you. I don't even have a Scotty Young. My daughter has a Scotty Young. I don't have a Scotty Young.
Well, it's because it's a little selfish. I got a cover with the character, so I was like, "Here, Bacon, you can have." But it is a published piece.
Wow.
It's nice, and I greatly appreciate it.
Aw. All the love.
I have Emilio a double page splash from the little Avengers versus X-Men, where they're fighting the little monster, and Thor's in the middle holding the teeth.
It's a really great one. She got very early. That would be worth a lot more money than she spent on it.
Oh yes. Now I just look at his stuff and cry.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. It's about Oh, that's such a nice page.
Hey, you've got one. You've got a great one. So that's pretty fantastic.
And I have one with my girl, so we're good.
As long as you got a Jane Foster, you're good. I know.
I can just not look. because we know if I look, it's gonna be a bad thing for my closed bank account.
Mm-hmm.
Were we talking about that, Jeff? You climb the ladder with an artist.
Say it again.
You climb the ladder sometimes with an artist. You start with a headshot, and then you upgrade,
exactly.
and you
I always,
climb the
Ken used
ladder.
right. Ken used to work in the jewelry industry, and I'm like, it's like with the diamond, you're a young couple, you get like the half carat, and then you keep going back and trading up for a bigger piece. It's the same thing with art. First you just want an example from an artist, and then you want to get a better example, and then maybe you want to pay, and just keep upgrading. The people who have the discipline to upgrade but never get rid of their starter pieces. I don't know. I wouldn't know what to do. I can't imagine if I had never sold anything, how I would be able to upgrade my collection. So more power to you people who have those black hole collections that once you get it, it never goes anywhere.
That's me.
Yeah. And that's why you got no money.
It was in safe hands. But Bacon ever feels like he needs to part with it.
What piece are we talking about?
Oh, it's just that I never part with any of my pieces.
Oh.
Once they're in, they're in.
Unless you gift them to Bacon.
Unless I gift them to friends. I've gifted a couple pieces. They ever end up on cat.
Dan, did you buy most of your pieces, or were they some of them like exchanges with other artists?
Yeah, I bought them. I think back when I think I started getting them like 20, 25 years ago, like from Albert Moy, from just from different conventions I was at. And again, back then I think I got like what did I buy? I remember I was hemming and hawing about buying this 5-page like Stumbo the Giant story from Harvey Comics.
Mm-hmm.
I think I paid like $250 for it, and I thought that was like breaking the bank.
Right.
Like now I've seen it for like 3,000-4,000 easily.
Yeah.
It's
that's like, so when you were like working shows, did you find it hard not to like take the money you were making at the shows and spend it at the show? Oh
yeah, for sure. Well, one thing that's true is that like if I'm flying to a show and I can only carry so much with me, I be very careful how much I bring back. But when I'm driving to a show and I'm just like, I can fill it up with all kinds of collectibles. So.
Right. You're like, oh, I'll take 4 of these comic books.
My take when I drive versus flying is much different.
Yeah.
One thing I got at about 20 years ago too is I got a couple of those like the Hostess fruit pie ads from the old Harvey Comics. That were always every comic company had those Hostess ads in them. And I got a couple of those, and like I've had a lot of people, a lot of my friends who collect are I was wanting to get those from me, and I love those. Those are like probably my favorite pieces. I don't know why, just part of your childhood,
Oh yeah. Let's see. Raleigh wanted to ask if you have any published original art that you sell.
Oh, I sell it all. I have no sentimentality when it comes to my artwork.
Absolutely.
I've kept a few of my like early covers and stuff, but no, I move all. I mean, I wish I wouldn't have sold a lot of the early art for as cheap as I did.
Right.
Again, I didn't quite, get the value of it back then. I remember there was a time where I was selling artwork by the inch. I was just selling it like stacks of it.
Yeah.
Inch.
Yeah.
But
listen,
same respect, Dan DeCarlo did the same thing. And
yeah. Listen, I remember I used to tell stories about Sal Buscema would like sell it by the pound. He had so much stuff. He'd just go up to just be like,
yeah,
take it. It's crazy.
We've learned.
Yeah.
And then there's some art, of course, I won't sell. Like I have a lot of like Dan DeCarlo art that his granddaughter just let me hang on to because she moved, and old Josie stories and that Wilkin boy and
right. This is Ken. Ken's showing off his Kirby piece.
Oh wow! Oh, that's
I don't know if you'd say showing off.
Did Kirby draw it? Then it's a full
Yeah.
figure and it's Kirby.
This is my favorite part of this piece. Not this part. This part.
Oh yeah, you get his address and his phone number. I don't know.
Oh,
I don't think he lives there anymore. But
Great.
yeah, there you go. Somewhere someone's freezing that and going, I want a Kirby piece. I'll just call that number. And yeah, listen, a lot of people keep all their art, and that's it's more power to them, and it's I think it's great to, when you collect like say Annika collects, where you're collecting a specific character and you just want to see everybody's different version. It makes it so it not only you have to find somebody who has very similar interests that you do if you even wanted to sell it, but the whole point of collecting it is because you want to keep it. There's different ways to collect. Some people, they just collect what moves them. Sometimes people buy stuff on impulse, and then after a little while, they're like, I could let this go to get something else I want now. And there's no wrong way to collect. Don't let anybody tell you there's a right way to collect and a wrong way to collect. There isn't.
I'm always amazed at the conventions sometimes, the sketchbooks that people have, like the themed sketchbooks with some of the. I mean, I'm always so nervous drawing in them because I never want to have to bring them back to draw in them because I'm always afraid I'm going to lose them.
Right.
Because these sketchbooks, some of these sketchbooks are like, like they're worth like tens of thousands of dollars just from the array of sketches in them.
Right.
But I'm always amazed at the determination these people have to collect all these, all the different styles of these characters. It's really great.
Right. Yeah, I've seen some amazing. We've had, we represented quite a few artists at some shows that people drop their sketchbooks off and leave them there. And I've gone through a heart-stopping moment or two when they come back and I'm looking through everything and I can't find it for like 2 minutes, and I'm just like freaking out because I know that there was a, whatever, there was a, John Buscema sketch in it, and there was something, Alex Toth or something. You're just like, you're like, oh my god, and then you find, you're like, just take this, please take it. It's you can look at the piece later. I'm like, I just have to have a small heart attack looking for it.
I was just drawing on someone's sketchbook, and he had probably like 8 or 10 Darwin Cook beautiful sketches in there. I'm like, I do not feel comfortable holding on to this.
Right. But yeah, look at this
so far.
That's great.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
Should I keep going on Popeye?
Have you laid down ink yet, or are you still on pencil?
I've done the thin ink line. I haven't done like the thicker ink line.
Sure. Yeah, if you want to move on to the next one, I don't want to give you 3 days worth of work after you're off the live stream. So it's whatever you're comfortable with.
Yeah, you can. All that's left I have to do is just do like a little bit of a thin and thick line and then color.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, we can go straight, move on to the next one. Awesome.
All right, cool.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So what do we have next, Annika? Sorry, I finished chewing.
The obvious.
Oh, so this is the
full figure.
The ventriloquist holding Scarface full figure, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thank you.
I don't know who those characters are, so I can't help you.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
He's gonna Google. We're gonna do a little Google here. Little Googling. I always think of Norm Brayfogle whenever I think of those two characters. Like that's the version that always pops into my head.
Oh, the animated series pops into my head.
Oh, it does see.
It's the ventriloquist holding who?
It's holding Scarface. So the ventriloquist is a very nondescript. It's almost like he's just there to hold the villain who is the puppet in his hands. It's really kind of an interesting character.
Yeah, but that's the point, right? Is like you never know who the real villain is. Is it the puppet or is it
the guy? Right? Is it the guy whose mouth's not moving?
Of course, there's no real like good shots online. I'm looking up for you too.
Yeah, I found some. I think I've got a few good ones here.
The big thing is Scarface holds a what's it called, a Tommy gun?
Yeah, a little Tommy gun. With his little hat.
Yeah. And we're doing we're doing full figures of those.
Full figure for both, and he's paying.
Okay.
So yeah, this isn't. We're not throwing it in like a can of spinach on this one. And then what do we have after that one, Annika? Once you're done chewing, nothing. That's the last one. Okay. So guys, if you want to get something from Dan, don't claim yet. Hold your horses. Ken will throw a claim up in the next couple minutes. Ken, hold your horses. Don't do it right now.
Hey, Dan, that's the best one I could find, Dan. I don't know if you found a good one or not, but
Yeah, I found a good one. I found I've got hold on a minute.
All right.
Yeah, just a couple.
I'm telling you, man, I like the Norm Brayfogle version. That one right. That's the one that always pops into my head.
yeah, very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Norm Brayfogle one.
Jason says, I will keep my art. My son said he will keep it all when I'm gone. Well, that's how you do it.
Amen.
Listen, I told my daughter to sell it all. Just do it on Heritage. Except for I'll probably handpick a few pieces to give to some people.
Yeah, right. Just do it on Heritage. Make all your money.
Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be the ultimate to have like the Jeff Dunn collection on on Heritage. Just like somebody just dumping all of my stuff. Be the last hurrah. Leave it to Avi to not be here and pick something as complicated as this as his sketch. This is in true like going to a convention form. Hey, can you just do this thing for me with this, this, and this? All right, here's my money. I'll see you in a couple hours. Bye. Yeah, if he comes back in at the end of the show and it's like, oh, did he do my piece yet? I'm totally going to just not answer him. We're going to treat it just like, no, you don't get to do that. You don't get to walk away and then get to look at your piece later. Nope.
Did everybody's get started already? Like Rubber Gumball, did he order one too?
Rubber Gumball got the doc, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We put the fun in no refund.
That's exactly right. We put the fun in no refunds.
Leave it to Ken to not even be on screen, but he's still playing those.
He's there in spirit.
Those ridiculous memes. Yeah, see?
There you go. Exactly. And just let everybody know. So Dan is, if you just tuned in, Dan's doing the $100 headshots colors on 9x12, but was nice enough to offer up full figures for $225. And those are also on 9x12. So if you do, we do throw a claim up and you get it, and you can either pick either one of those. He'll be happy to do it if it's something he's willing to do. You know, stay away from the naked ladies or whatever. I don't know what. That brings me to a great question. What's the weirdest thing anybody's ever asked you to draw at a convention, Dan? Can you?
Oh my gosh.
How about what maybe one you did draw and maybe one you just said no to?
Oh, I've had to say no to a lot. I mean, it's funny because like if it's something that's if somebody wants something that's sort of like I'll go with like R-rated, let's say. I'll do it if it's not one of the Archie characters.
Okay.
But if it's I'll just draw something that's sort of in my style. But as far as like drawing the actual like Archie characters engaged in anything adults, let's say. Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, I with the internet, it's just a little bit too risky. Back in the 90s or 80s when I did a few like like sexy sketches of Betty and Veronica. Right when the internet came out, people would alter the sketches and then post them. So
of course they did.
My bosses at Archie were like, "Did you draw this?" And I'm like, "Well, I drew Betty with her arms crossed. I didn't have, but then the Photoshop they just moved her arms down,
Yeah,
and created a new image, and so yeah, I had to be a little careful about that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as like weird stuff goes, I mean, I don't know where to begin. I don't know if there's a convention where there's not a weird request, so sometimes I do them, and I like, I'm a little naive, and then I start to think, oh yeah, I had one guy who always liked drawing the girls barefoot, which is okay, and then every show it became a little more like extreme with the feet, let's say, and I just started to get this like creepy feeling coming over me. He's like, and he's like, can you have like Betty hosing off Veronica's feet? It's like, well, why? And he just was like, oh, and then he had like a whole like sketchbook of just like the feet illustrations. So it's like, well, that's okay. He's that's that's his thing. But I just started to have an envision of, maybe what was he doing with the drawings like when I wasn't around. So I just
yeah,
put the kibosh on that. But then there was another guy too who was, again, it was like this thing where it was like he wanted me to do this like really funny drawing of Mr. Weatherby spanking Miss Grundy. I just thought it was funny.
Right.
But then it turned into like, can you draw her like, wearing like leather? And so then I was like, okay, well,
yeah,
we're going to close the chapter on this one now. So
here's your sketchbook. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah. Listen, yeah, they're going to push it.
I mean, again, I'm pretty open-minded, and but again, if it's something, if you want me to draw around like that, was not with the Archie characters, it's one thing, but I don't technically own the characters, so I have to be careful about what I'm showing them doing. So
sort of.
Go ahead, Sagan.
Sorry, sort of along the same lines. How do you feel about the Riverdale show? Because they get pretty risque now. I realize that's the CW thing, but yeah. I mean, what character on that show hasn't slept with somebody?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, that's sort of like the CW formula. Ridiculously good-looking people in ridiculous storylines. But no, I mean, I enjoy Riverdale. I just don't really, it's not the comic. It's just like another sort of like another reality.
Right.
It's like a murder mystery for teenagers. I just don't understand how they can continue to have so many murders in their small little town.
Listen, some towns are like that, man.
Well, if you remember Murder, She Wrote, people were getting murdered all the time.
Yeah.
Every week where that old lady went, people were getting murdered.
Yeah, but it's not like New York City or Durham, North Carolina. It's
Did you ever watch Three's Company and ask how can there be this many misunderstandings every single episode?
Of course.
Yeah,
I've watched
all right.
I've seen every episode of Three's Company probably 20 times.
That's that running.
What's amazing is just like how, I mean, once that show hit its like first or second season, you could tell it just all it was misunderstandings. Like,
yeah, like literally every episode was some sort of misunderstanding. Yeah.
Right.
Well, all right. So we put the claim up, and we only got 3 guys. So Justin, you are the winner. Jason came in second, and Gumball. Even though you already have a claim, I realized you wanted to get a full figure, but you were third. Even counting your Steranko full figure before your claim, which I would, of course, even though you did them in the wrong order. Justin still came in first. So Justin, you have the claim. So you get to pick the character. So let us know what you'd like after he finishes working on the one he's working on now. Yours is next. But Jason. Gumball, stay here, man. We still got plenty of show left, and he's going through these. So we know Avi threw a curveball with the ventriloquist and Scarface, but Dan's pretty good at these things. It's not his first time drawing. It's not his first rodeo, so we're gonna keep moving.
Believe it or not, guys, we're only 70 minutes into the show, so
Yeah, he's already on his fourth sketch. So Annika, what is for dinner? I was trying to figure out what you were eating.
I'm just eating bread right now. I'm gonna make spaghetti.
Just bread, and then supposed to eat the spaghetti with the bread, right?
I like bread with butter.
Uh,
So Justin, let us know what you want, and then can you also please send a DM to either me or to 4C with your email, so that because I don't think I've sent you something before.
Annika Ito on Facebook, Justin.
Yep. Or you can just Facebook, like I said, 4C Comics, and then we'll just as long as we have your email, and you can just email us. That works too.
Ah.
Oh,
all right. So he's going to get a headshot, and he wants. Let's see.
Angela.
He wants Angela, the Marvel's version of Angela, but if you're willing, otherwise he'll pick a different character. So.
Yeah.
I think so. Angela's pretty like almost like Cheryl, just with a big headpiece on.
That's true.
Well, I'm just trying to think. What is Angela? What is she in? Like, what is?
Was she? Amelia says she was originally in Spawn.
Mm-hmm.
I think she was created by Neil Gaiman, and
Right.
Neil Gaiman won the rights to her, and then he sold the rights to Marvel.
Okay.
And then now she is officially Thor and Loki's sister.
Oh, okay.
Wow, that's some retconning right there. Wow. This has been your 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon with Bacon.
Well, I didn't read the story. Annika would probably know better than I did, but actually I did read the original story because it was part of Original Sin, but it was just a short little mini series, and I didn't read what came after that.
I've only seen her in the Thor comics. I don't know her origin.
And I only remember that cover of Spawn that she was in. I didn't realize it was the same character in Marvel. So.
Yeah, that's right, Jason. She was in Guardians of the Galaxy at one point.
Oh, wow. See?
Mm-hmm.
So I'll give you
That's right, Emilio.
I'll give you a quick peek so far of what I've got here. It's still sketchy, but I'm
Oh, that's
I love it.
oh my God. That is so great.
Avi's not here anymore. I claim that.
Oh my God. That is awesome.
That's great.
And guys, Ken put up another claim. So I don't know what about Jason, where are you, man? What's going on, Gumball? Look at this. It's up on the screen. He snuck it in on you. He's already skipped to the next one. So Jason Harris and Rubber Gumball, if you're out there, man, you can make another claim. There's Jason.
Oh, boo, Avi. That's cheating. You're supposed to be driving and keeping your seat safe.
Avi, he just didn't want me to steal it.
Oh, Rubber Gumball, you're too slow, buddy. Either you're on a delay or you're not paying attention. So unless 2 more people come in, Jason's going to have this claim. Otherwise, we're going to do a wheel spin. I'll give it a little bit more time. Not too long, though.
No.
Oh, he went to In-N-Out Burger. That's not fair.
So, Cal.
Yeah.
Monica, will you pack some In-N-Out Burger in your suitcase when you come here?
No, because I'm flying the cheapest possible, so I can only bring a backpack.
Only carry on. They won't let you. Is there an In-N-Out Burger in the airport? Oh, that sucks. They're missing it something.
How about I came for your wedding? How about I came for your wedding and you didn't take me to In-N-Out?
I was very busy. I can't remember what I was doing, but I feel like I was really busy that weekend. Okay, when you come to San Diego Comic-Con, I'll take you.
Yeah, I didn't buy a ticket.
That's cool. Pretty sure I can find you one.
Right, Raleigh. It looks like you stepped away for a minute. He is done with the outlines of the Popeye. He's just got to do a little more darken some lines and do the coloring. We're just trying to get as many pieces done as possible. So it is. It's.
Want me to show him the Popeye?
Do you want to see it? Listen, I think he wants to see it. Look, there you go. Look at this. So he's still got to add, obviously, a little bit more stuff in the color. But yeah, there it is.
That's incredible.
Nice. Come to WonderCon. I don't think that's. I don't. Avi did. I wonder. I don't know if that's on our. I don't think that's on our list this year. I don't know if we're doing any California shows this year, as of yet, for 2023. We have none on our calendar. Annika will be ever present at San Diego. Probably WonderCon too.
You are going to WonderCon?
I might. I drive. It's an hour and a half.
Bacon is currently looking for flights and dates.
WonderCon actually, I feel like now is a lot more manageable than Comic-Con. I actually might prefer WonderCon, except that I live in San Diego, so we'll see. If I move though out of downtown, we'll see how much I like San Diego. It's very convenient.
Would never see.
Funny you should bring up Comic-Con.
I'm waiting.
Oh yeah, me too. I'm like, how's he gonna tie this together?
Ken suddenly
Well,
decided to join.
let's just say a certain artist friend of ours has gotten a lot of space at Comic-Con if we wanted. So
Has gotten a lot of space.
yeah, Mr. Bill Morrison.
Oh, I like how he drops it and then leaves.
I know he literally just name drops and then mic drop.
Yeah. Well, the great thing about Bill Morrison is that he basically he got like the golden ticket this year, which is a pretty cool thing. So it's like a transferable pass to any of the shows run by the San Diego Comic-Con people.
Sorry, guys. I don't know what happened there.
Yeah.
Are you sure? I think that was very dramatic. I think you meant
No. Mr. Bill Morrison has some space at Comic-Con, so we have to decide what we're going to do with it.
Yeah, we're gonna go.
So now I need to look for flights and hotels.
Let's go, Bacon.
I don't. Oh my god! I don't know if I can.
Guys, I might have a house though.
Well, in all fairness, I was told that I could stay with Annika next year. So,
Oh, I for sure should have a house by then. Let's just be real.
But the
We're
dates
breaking
are.
out of this downtown.
Make sure it's
condo.
4 bedrooms, please.
Yeah.
I am aiming for many bedrooms. Avi's like, can I volunteer?
Dibs on top.
Avi wants to work for us, Ken.
Yeah.
West Coast Bacon is in.
Yeah. Listen, Avi was great. Avi picked up pizza and wings for Ken and I one night at the hotel. It was fantastic.
Oh yeah.
Jason, I think Jason got the claim, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, Jason, you got it, buddy. Just let us know what you'd like if you want a full figure or a headshot. All right.
And I know Renee wants to go.
Oh, she wants to come to sunny San Diego?
Yeah. Hey, listen, in New Orleans, we're going to have Annika, Monica, and Renee.
Oh no. Godspeed, all of you.
Yeah,
you guys
now I do have to come.
Yeah. Can you guys cosplay as Josie and the Pussycats, please?
Oh, you mean Josie and the other girls that only Dan knows their names? And he just told me them and I don't remember. This is how you know I'm a teacher, guys. I don't know anyone's name.
Raleigh, are you guys hiring? We definitely accept unpaid interns to do our bidding.
I already have my tickets, so.
So we've got some of the ink lines started on.
Oh wow!
You suck, Avi.
Yeah, you
Avi.
definitely do. That is
You know what?
awesome.
I disown you, Avi, as a friend.
Well, I don't know. Does Beta Ray Bill count as a horse? Because Jason wants a headshot of Beta Ray Bill or King Thor.
Ooh.
Beta Ray Bill, of Walter Simonson's character from Thor. He's got kind
Oh.
of his face.
Oh yeah.
I was like, you said you don't like to draw horses. I'm
Yeah.
wondering if that qualifies as a horse.
Well, I guess not.
I mean, he kind of does.
Yeah. Well, listen, this might be the only horse you ever see Dan draw voluntarily.
Yeah. Does anyone have a good picture for Dan for Angela?
For Angela,
I can't seem to find like a close up because whoever it was that commissioned him wants a headshot, right?
All right.
Yes. Even though you just look at Marvel and Angela, you didn't find
Yeah,
one?
I did. It's just they're all like full body shots. It's hard to zoom in.
Interesting.
It just looks like it looks like they change with every single image.
Oh yeah, I only know her because she fought Thor. That's right.
Because I'm seeing a lot of like the ones from
It's a pretty
Spawn.
good shot of her, right?
Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's perfect. Yeah. That's literally the one that I had up on my phone when you said that. I was like, wait, yeah, that's good.
That one's not bad either.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, all right.
Yeah. That's a headshot of her, right?
Headshot. Yes.
So like I said, it's basically Cheryl with
Yeah.
this.
A cooler headpiece.
Right.
I mean, it is cooler. Oh,
I mean, it's not like Jane Foster Thor cool or anything, but
I mean, guys, these are dangerous. The White Claw surges. The surges are like 8%. Whoops.
Yeah.
And then Max is watching a movie.
Okay. What does that have to do with literally
It's
anything?
just so loud.
Oh, we can't hear it, so you're good.
Oh, but I can't.
Yeah, and let's see. So, all right. So we are in New Orleans. If anybody cares, it's going to be Ken, Annika, and Renee is going to be there. And
Monica.
Monica will be there. So we're definitely going to have Captured Collectibles with Jason's going to be there.
Jason.
But the artists that are going to be there with us is Ron Wilson's going to be there. We're bringing Bill Morrison is going to be there, and then that we just for shits and giggles we decided we were going to bring Mr. Jim Shooter to New Orleans. So
Jim, he's so tall.
he is. Listen, Jim is an incredible fountain of knowledge when it comes to comics, and he's got more stories. I've listened to at least 100 of his stories, and every time I see him, he's got 100 more. So.
And then we're gonna do like a Jim Shooter thing and a Bill thing. I don't remember.
Right. Yeah, we have some. We're working on some packages, guys, and some experiences for Bill and for Jim. So keep an eye on 4C, and we'll let you know. Yeah, Jim is a cool dude, man. He's fun to hang out with and talk to.
Yeah.
So that'll be great to be down there and hanging out. So please come by if you're in the area and come see us at our table. Let's see if we can come up with some swag or something.
Bring me beignets.
Bring you. If you bring a beignet, maybe we'll do something. We'll have like presents, as long as they're from Cafe Du Monde.
I need receipts. I will take nothing but Cafe Du Monde.
There you go.
So Dan, did you always want to work for Archie, or did you ever have interest in working for primarily like Marvel or DC or Image or what?
Yeah, I mean, I was a big DC fan when I was a kid, so I definitely had the idea of working for DC in my mind. But then I don't know, it was weird because like when I was at Keyword School, all of my assignments always looked like Archie. They always had that sort of semi-realistic, semi-cartoony style.
Yeah.
So, and even one of my teachers was like, maybe you should give Archie a try. So everyone else's portfolios were geared for Marvel, DC, and then I think it was like me and maybe one other guy. In fact, my friend Bill Gallier, who does work for Archie, we kind of geared our portfolios in that direction, and So it kind of worked out. And then still love obviously superhero stuff. So whenever Archie does like crossovers, like we did the Archie meets Batman 66 one, which was, well, I mean, I pitched that only because I wanted to draw Batman 66 so badly. The only reason I was going to get to draw it is to like pitch a crossover. So
Yeah.
and then same thing with Vampirella too. Like I said, well, I want to draw Vampirella, so so we pitched that. Archie, Betty and Veronica meet Vampirella and Red Sonja. So
do Marvel and DC ever reach out for like covers or anything like that, or?
Yeah, I just did a Superman cover. Action Comics is coming out in about a month.
Okay.
Because they're doing like they're returning back to like the old formula of Superman. So I did an Action Comics one. I've done for a while. I was doing a lot of covers for Valiant a couple years ago.
Okay.
I was doing a lot of covers for them, and then I done a lot of with the Vampirella, Betty and Veronica series was out. I was doing all the covers for those. But yeah, then I'm doing a lot of I just did Gargoyles covers for
Oh, I love gargoyles.
yeah, I did a couple of Gargoyles covers, and I just did a Darkwing Duck. Disney through Dynamite. Dynamite's publishing it.
Through Dynamite. Okay.
And then Darkwing Duck they're doing. So I did a Darkwing Duck cover, which was kind of fun. I've never drawn that before.
Oh man, I loved that show when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I loved gargoyles when I was a kid.
Yeah, my kids love Gargoyles too.
Mm-hmm.
That was I liked it too, and so that was fun to do that. So it's always fun to get to do like these variant covers are always great.
So Craig Hamilton, he must love your work because he's been in here all night long. But he said you would do an amazing Legion of Superheroes.
Well, he must. I've said that many times, and people always ask me like, "What is the one superhero comic you would draw?" And Legion would always be my first choice to do a Legion book. I always kind of hoped Archie would do a team up with Legion, but I would just love to draw like a straight Legion book. I would just love it. That was one of my favorite books growing up.
That would be pretty cool to see because they have such an eclectic group on that team, right? So
yeah, it's true. So yeah, that would be something else. Always wanted to draw Wonder Woman too. Always loved Wonder Woman.
You do. I do seem like I'm in Sketch Prices. I don't know if you're familiar with that group, but I do seem to see a lot of Veronica Wonder Woman or just plain old Wonder Woman in that group.
Mm-hmm.
Veronica Wonder Woman's and Betty Supergirls are probably the biggest mashups I do.
I want a Veronica and Betty mashup, but of Lady Loki and Lady Thor.
That's
I'm gonna
cool.
do that one day.
I think he'd pretty much kill that.
Oh, I know. It would be amazing.
Justin Butler said, "My favorite Archie crossover is with the Predator."
Yeah, that was fun. I did a couple covers. I didn't actually work on the interiors, but that was really that was great.
I bet that was a very different way to draw.
Well, it was funny because it was done in the Archie style, but we had the classic characters getting their like limbs torn apart.
Right.
It was almost more disturbing because it was like you're looking at the classics Archie style, but with the modern day violence. And I also did an Archie versus Sharknado book.
Oh my gosh.
No way. I didn't even know that existed.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
awesome.
You had the characters just getting ripped apart by sharks, just like like there's one part where Sabrina comes in to save the day, and obviously with her magic she can do anything, and the sharks just rip her arms off and her head off, and she's just that's the end of Sabrina.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I love sharks.
That's crazy.
I love sharks and I love Archie. I don't know if I like sharks destroying Archie though.
That just started because the guy from Sharknado met me at San Diego, the producer, had me do a sketch for him, And he goes, do like an Archie and Sharknado thing. And I was like, sure. And then we posted it on Twitter and it got all kinds of like attention.
Oh my gosh.
Then we just went to Archie and we're like, can we do an Archie versus Sharknado book? Archie meets Sharknado. And then my boss at Archie was like, what the hell is Sharknado? Like, what is this? And then when we showed it to him, he's like, oh, I don't want to even get near this. But fortunately, my editor, the editor in chief, Mike Pellerito, liked Sharknado too. So I had him on my side. So we both pitched it. And we just kept talking about it so much that John, the CEO, was like, let's just do it if it'll shut you up.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
And it sold like crazy. It sold out like, so fast. So
oh yeah.
So,
well, Sharknado was huge. I remember, it was insane.
He didn't realize even though Sharknado was a cheesy movie that was on sci-fi, he wasn't aware of the pop culture impact of Sharknado.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If you remember correctly, there was a time where like everybody wanted to even be in Sharknado. It
was huge.
Yeah, it was such a crazy few years there where they did those movies back to back to back to back.
Yeah.
And people just loved them.
Well, the first two especially were so cheap. Like,
yeah,
the special effects were like so bad.
Yeah. Oh, it was terrible.
It looked like somebody, like a kid did it in Corel Draw. It was like so bad.
Oh my God, I remember Corel Draw from like grade school.
Yeah. There's an old reference for sure. Here's Angela so far.
Oh,
very nice.
That's wowzers.
Jocelyn loved your Archie Batman 66 series.
Yeah, that was probably my favorite. Just because I love Batman 66 so much, and the story just kind of made sense because the Archie characters in the story are set in the 60s, and and it was just the corniness of Batman 66 just sort of like really blended in well with Riverdale. So
yeah.
It was tons of fun.
Justin Butler says it looks so cool, so he's obviously very happy with it already.
Oh, good.
I mean, I think it looks so cool too. It's kind of looks like a Thor, guys.
Yeah, I guess Linda Craig is talking about Sharknado, about a Ferris wheel that rolled into the ocean.
Oh yeah.
Well, Sharknado was so funny because it's like it brought back that Ian Ziering guy from 90210. Like, what had he done since 90210?
Oh, that's right.
And then Tara Reid was in all of them.
Tara Reid,
most of them.
Ian Ziering.
Yep.
There's no reason in my life why I should remember what that guy's name is, but I do.
It's just because it's a name that stands out, and he was on 90210. I mean,
yeah, I'm like my college gone, but I remember who Ian Ziering is.
He was like super blonde, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't watch 90210. It's a little before.
And Amelia, yeah, we all love Disney Plus. They bring back so many things.
Yeah, and somebody was pointing out earlier that that this coming week, the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special comes out. That's going to be fun.
Yeah, freaking Friday. They didn't even do a good job of announcing it. I just looked it up. I happened to look it up today, and it's out Friday.
Yeah, it's great. I love it when stuff like that pops up. It's like that Werewolf by Night. It's just like a little present you didn't know.
Yeah, that was good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the different tone of Werewolf by Night, and then at the end they change it into color to bring it like to modern times or whatever.
I'm not a big fan of the National Geographic on Disney Plus. I watch so much Nat Geo. It's bad.
So now what I want to see is an Archie Man-Thing crossover.
Ooh,
that would be cool.
Yeah, there you go.
That would be cool.
Crowdsource that one for next time. Put that one in the book.
Got to get Marvel on board for that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only Marvel one we ever did was Archie meets Punisher. That was the only one we ever did.
Oh, that's right.
Archie meets the Punisher.
That
was sort of like the one that kind of started the crazy.
Did John Buscema draw that? Who? I want to say.
He did, and then Stan Goldberg drew the Archie part.
Yeah, it was because it was like some of his best Punisher that I ever saw him draw was in those Archie books.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know why. It just popped in my head. I was like, Man Thing and Archie.
And
That's something I think people would like to see. I know I would.
You paused out there, Jeff, for a second.
Oh, sorry. There's one more person in my house now, so the internet's divided more ways. Sorry.
It happens.
Yeah.
Monica's about to hear Ice again, as she so eloquently put the last time I was off screen.
Yeah.
What?
Annika looks a little like Catwoman with her sunglasses on top of her head sticking out like ears.
Oh, little ears?
Yeah.
I do like Catwoman. She's one of the ones I do collect a lot, besides Jane.
Really?
I love cats.
Yeah, you do. That's right. You do have. I remember your Jay Lee's with your.
I know. Now I want to do like sirens for everybody that I get, and I only have I think I have a. Yeah, I have a. Wait, is my Bruce Timm Catwoman or is it Batgirl? I think I have a Bruce Timm Catwoman, and I'm never gonna be able to get an Ivy.
Yeah. I don't have a Bruce Timm either. You guys all have better pieces than me. You and Dan both have some Bruce Timms. I don't have.
I was very lucky at San Diego. I was like, oh, why is there a line? And someone's like, it's Bruce Timm. He brought his portfolio of his head sketches. I was like, I'm in. I'm here.
Were these when they were $100 or $200 or $300? Two. Oh, okay. Still very
not.
Well, they went from 1 to 2 to 3 to 1,000. So yeah, there was a little middle that I missed.
It was a very short middle.
Yeah, there wasn't. It went from 3 to a grand basically.
Yeah.
That was it. Yeah, exactly.
Are any of you guys fans of Ramona Fradon's work?
Oh yeah, her stuff
Yes.
is gorgeous. Her Aquaman and Batman stuff is just beautiful.
She had a representative at Baltimore Comic Con a few weeks ago, and just brought a bunch of stuff, and people were just buying it up left and right.
Oh yeah,
I bought a few pieces too, and she was there 4 years ago. I spent like half of what I made myself just on her pieces. I bought 7 or 8 pieces from her. It was great.
Yeah, I see. She's up there in age, so she doesn't really sketch at shows anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would love.
Just turned 96.
Yeah.
But I mean, her drawing is still as sharp as ever.
It is. She's still drawing. Yeah, she's still drawing. She's just doing them at home, and they're beautiful.
When she was at the con a few years ago, I mean, she looked great.
Yeah, I think I saw her at Baltimore in 2019. I'm pretty sure I saw her at that.
I think that was the year I bought them from her. Yeah.
Yeah.
And but I think just the traveling now gets to her a bit, but she's still healthy otherwise, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm on her waiting list, Emilio.
There's the ink of that.
Wow.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
So I will color that.
Awesome.
And then the last head sketch that we have is either Beta Ray Bill or King Thor. So your choice. Beta Ray Bill is kind of a horse, though.
Yeah. So King Thor?
King Thor. Yeah. He's sort of an older Thor with an eye patch and.
Oh yeah. Oh, King Thor.
So you pick. You know what? I was gonna say don't tell us until you show it for the first time. But yeah, that's fine.
All right.
Well, I mean, granted, his dislike of drawing horses is
right. Well, that's why I pointed that out. I said, "Is Beta Ray Bill a horse? He kind of is a horse. He's an alien horse.
100% is a horse.
He's an alien horse, but he's a horse.
Fundamentally, if you're looking at face structure, he's a horse. Sorry, Jason.
She is the queen. Thank you, Craig.
Craig's been hanging out with us all night.
I know. We need to get Craig back on here to do another live show.
Yes. Craig cracks me up. I was very sad last time I saw Craig. We were not wine buddies. It's fine, Craig. I'll just drink my White Claws.
We'll just have to hope that Craig's able to make it to Heroes Con in 2023. Yeah, he's had to cancel the last couple of years, for obvious reasons in 2020 and 2021. But Craig, correct me if I'm wrong. You haven't been to one since I want to say maybe 2018, maybe even before that. It might be 2017 was the last time you were at a Heroes Con. That's about the one show that Craig does. Or used to do, at least, all the time.
Heroes?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Because they always give Craig a table. He's been doing that show for 20 some years. So, but yeah, I know he had some family health issues going on this time around, and then obviously there wasn't a show for 2 years before that, and then I think he had some he wasn't feeling up to it in 2019, but that's the way it goes.
Oh, he's not a horse. He's a humanoid horse being.
That's splitting hairs.
But, Emilio, the word horse is in there. That's like Throg. Throg is a frog, a humanoid frog being.
No, it's just a frog. Throg is just a frog. He's a frog with a hammer. That's it. There's no humanoid.
A very mini hammer.
Yeah.
It still does damage. That's all I have to say. Ken's here since it's quiet. Ken said he has a big announcement.
Say what?
Since we're in a lull.
Ken, you might have to show your face, unless you don't want to get off the couch.
Sure.
Hey, there he is.
I mean, you're kind of hiding behind the logo.
You're still not showing your face. You're still not showing your face.
I was eating ice cream. I didn't want you guys to see that. Yeah, so listen, I got in my Saga of the Doomed Universe Virgin variants in today.
Yeah.
Ooh.
This is what they should look like.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
But unfortunately, a very good chunk of them got pretty badly damaged in shipping.
Oh, no.
So I've decided, since I am credited with inking for doing the least amount of any inker in history of inking, to sign and remark some of the damaged ones, because what the hell else am I going to do with them? Hold on, I'm trying to switch the screen here. There you go. Look at that.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Ooh.
So some of you are unwillingly going to get these free in your orders.
Look at that.
Oh, man, I love it.
Please, I want Bacon to start a post of people various ways of destroying them.
Whatever. They're going to send. Can we get some 4 COAs sent out with those too? Please?
You got it.
Officially signed and remarked by the forefather, Ken Carson.
Oh, it's sticking. My nickname's sticking. I love it.
I'm
I
making
would
it
love to.
stick.
I mean, these things, they really got crushed.
I told you I was going to make it stick.
What nickname? Shortbox? What are we talking about?
No. Hey, that's a special secret of ours.
What's her nickname? Humanoid horse? I missed this. Where are we talking?
Ken's is the forefather
Ah, the forefather.
instead of the allfather. Ha. Thor. Ha. Working my Thor.
When did this happen?
What? I don't know.
Annika and I were, we go back and forth on posts every now and again.
Right.
And I called you the Godfather, and she was like, "No, he's what you originally said something else."
Probably said the allfather.
No, I spelled forefather, but I spelled it correctly. And
Yeah,
then
you
Bacon said,
spelled-
"Oh, you mean the 4, like the number 4 father?"
Yeah,
Sorry.
you said FORE.
Yeah, that's how you spell it in real life.
Yeah, but we're talking about 4C, so you want to put
Yeah, but I don't want to be like too on the nose. I'll give you some credit for it. It's fine.
It's an Annika and Bacon collaboration.
Couldn't do the number 4 right off the bat. Otherwise, I couldn't give you some of the collab credit.
Let's see. Is the one he's working on now? Is this the last piece we have?
Yes, it is.
King Thor. So this is the
Let's
rough
see.
pencil so far.
I like how you do hair a lot. I really like your hair. So flowy.
So let's see.
I'm gonna have to go see White Claws.
Ken, do you want to throw up one more claim? We want to see, test the waters
Would
out there.
Would Dan like to take another claim?
You do one more.
Yeah, I was going to say it. So we still got 13 minutes left. He's rolling through this. We can probably do one more.
Do one more.
Yeah. We need to sample that. Whenever anybody says that, all I can think of is Ocean's 11. When he says he's like, we got 10. Do you think we need one more? All right, let's get one more. We need one more. Or it's one more. So there you
Bacon,
go.
I'm offended that you didn't think that was a huge announcement.
Oh, rubber gumball.
I thought rubber gumball left.
You had already
I
told
thought he
me
left
that. So
too.
that wasn't
Yeah,
huge.
he said bye. Have a good night. See you later. Meanwhile, he's
Oh, rubber gumball sneaking in there.
yeah. All right, I think we can safely say that it's yours, rubber gumball. So I'm pretty sure you want a full figure, and from what I remember is I believe you said you wanted a Steranko Nick Fury is what I think is going to be asked for last time. So we'll see if he sticks with that.
Oh, there was a Steranko in his claim.
So we'll see if he still wants a Nick Fury Steranko style full figure.
God, I love
About the
Craig.
night.
The forefather of White Claw. Craig, I feel like we just need to be at a convention one day together.
I feel like Craig and Annika are like
Kindred spirits, yes, absolutely.
yes, that's the word I was looking for. Thank
I
you.
can love Craig so much.
A full Sterank Fury. There you go.
Sterank, not Steranko, guys. It's a Sterank.
Like Tony Strank.
Them 8% White Claws are coming out. You can hear it.
Nick. Oh, these are bad. Because usually after 2 White Claws, I feel great. I mean, I did have only like that little sandwich you saw me eat today. That was all I ate today.
I thought it was just bread.
Well, I did have a little Sammy, and then I had one with just bread and butter because I was still hungry. And because 8% White Claws.
I'm in, Craig. Let's do it.
Downtown Heroes next year. Yes. There you go. Craig Hamilton announcing his plans to be at Heroes Con, Charlotte, North Carolina in 2023.
Yay.
But Craig, are you gonna sit with us? You know you want to.
All the cool kids are doing it.
Look at
Exactly.
these eyebrows. Yeah, you do.
Oh, this has gone off the rails pretty quickly.
It's because I don't have to work tomorrow, guys. I have the whole week off. It's
I know my daughter is flying in tomorrow. I'm very happy.
Craig's gonna sit with us.
That's so nice. I'm glad to hear that, Jeff.
Yeah. I think we're gonna go see what the Wakanda Forever this weekend. So that'll be fun.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. I've been saving it for. Haven't seen it yet. Have been avoiding all spoilers as best I can.
Yeah,
I
you
only
better
read one.
because there's some big spoilers.
Yeah.
I held it together, guys.
Yeah.
Craig's gonna sit with us at Heroes.
It's not the sitting with us you want Craig to do. It's the drinking with us you want Craig to do.
Oh, okay, Craig, I don't mind. You drink with us. Oh no, guys, I gotta take it easy at Heroes this year.
I'm going to write that down. Ken, we are in the. I need to see. We're in the.
It's going to be Monica, Annika, Renee, and Craig.
Yeah, we're in the 51st minute of the second hour on the Dan Parent show where Annika said she's going to take it easy at Heroes Con next year. Please write that down so we can refer to this.
Don't let me sit next to Larry when he doesn't win his bids. Because he looks so sad.
Yeah. I may not be able to do San Diego this year, even if we're doing it, because I can't. I had to miss Heroes last year because I did too many other shows. I wasn't able to take time off work. I definitely want to do Heroes. so I may have to miss San Diego. Aw.
Bacon, you're up.
Yeah, Bacon will take my spot.
I'm coming to San Diego.
I'll get you in and out this time.
Yeah, I definitely want to do In and Out. I didn't even think about that while I was there for your wedding. I could have gone any day.
You could have.
It's overrated.
You could have gone. You could have gone when you went downtown.
True.
It wasn't worth the wait.
No,
Ken
that's when
gave
you
it-
go
Ken-
when they
Ken-
open.
you gave it a 7.5 out of 10, didn't you?
Yeah. I think the burger we had the night before from wherever we got it was better in the hotel.
Wow.
That's a restaurant burger. In and Out's
That was
No,
like
it wasn't a restaurant. We ordered like
It was like
DoorDash.
Checkers or something.
Yeah, it was Checkers or something like that.
What? In San Diego?
Yeah, oh my God, Ken ordered burgers and we got it was like fast food burgers that if we had gone to the fast food place, probably would have cost us like $15. And I think we paid like $50 to get them like DoorDashed or something. Like 2 burgers with fries and 2 drinks.
Dan, do you have any places you have to go eat when you're at particular shows?
Let's see. Well, up in Canada, there's some really good places in Toronto. There was used to be this place called Marche. I don't know if you ever had been there. It's like almost like a open market where you go there and there's all different kinds of foods. And of course, unfortunately, during like COVID, they didn't survive COVID.
Okay.
Yeah. But they were always Marche was one of these like really really great places. Also, like there's the in Seattle, the market up there, the public market up there.
Mm-hmm.
Really love to go there.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the fish market. I got some great cheese curds when I was at Seattle from the farmers market. That was
But there's some really good restaurants in there.
You got to go to the Pacific Northwest for a show.
listen. We talk about that whole city.
Who?
Here are here's the inks of.
That's so sweet.
That's great.
All right.
So we're doing Nick Fury.
Yeah, a Steranko full figure Nick Fury, and obviously whatever you can get to, you get to, and
Yep.
And I think we're about at the 2-hour mark. So if we called this one the last one, so this will be the swan song.
Okay.
Wow, we did a lot today.
We did. Normally I like to keep people, hanging on to make them think, we don't want to lose anybody. But I think people like to watch the finished drawings here. So I know no one's going to go anywhere for the next few minutes of the show. Because Ken always has a little announcement at the end, too, for the people who stay the longest.
Ooh, we do have a Black Friday sale going on. Boom.
Oh, my gosh. Annika, why don't you plug the Black Friday sale?
Plug it away. I don't know the deals. I just know that when I do the invoicing, I'm going to cry. Ken's going to make me do a lot of math if you buy more than one piece.
We opened it early, guys. Ken opened it last night. I think he added some new pieces today. I did not see what he added today because I just have been, busy
Slabbies.
with other work. But, oh, and exercising because Annika and I have an exercise deal. But other than that, the post is open. It's just each comment is a post. He's got the price up, who the artist is, who the character is.
I think it's if you buy 2, you get 10% off. Buy 3, you get her off.
15% off.
15%. Buy 4, you get
4 or more.
4 or more, you get 20% off. And there's no shipping and no processing fees.
That's right. You save the 4% processing fee, and he's going to ship it for free in the U.S. Let's not be crazy.
Well, we stopped doing international a while back, but if you are a regular customer with us, then you can always reach out to Ken, and he will always do cost. But it's got to be somebody that we've dealt with before, obviously. Right. So,
and you got to reach out to Ken, to me, or Bacon.
I'm just too hard to get in touch with,
Yeah. Because we're all just going to forward it to Ken.
But yeah, listen, I saw some of the Black Friday stuff that we put up. A lot of it's gone, but there's a ton of it still there. I mean, there's Frank Miller pieces on there. He sold the David Finch piece. There's some incredible. I mean, who wouldn't want a Bill Morrison piece with Homer, Strangle, and Bart? And there's one of those up there. I mean, there's so much great stuff.
I'll show a few of the news things.
Oh, there you go.
Real quick, Dan, would you be able to hold up the Old Man Thor real quick for Jason one more time?
Sure.
There you go, Jason. I got you.
Boom. If you want to show, do you want to show off a couple of the other ones too? Somebody wanted to see what we've been doing all night.
Yeah.
They got a little late.
There's Angela.
I love that one. I'm very jealous.
I know. You wanted to see a female all night. Yeah, of course.
I have been waiting for a female, and she's the only one.
Look at that. Ventriloquist and Scarface.
And that, correct me if I'm wrong, Dan, but that's first time drawing that, right? Ventriloquist.
Yep. Yeah. Then we got Popeye.
I love him.
Who was that? Was that Jeff? That was good.
Thank you.
It was good.
Doc Savage.
Awesome.
And then, of course, we have the Riddler.
The Riddler. Yeah, see? He colored one because you guys were too slow. And then once you guys started coming in, we had to go straight to inks and go. Now,
I was checking her.
All these are going to be colored, guys. They're all going to be colored. He's just going to do them off camera.
What's up, Ken?
I said you were checking your notes as he was going through the art.
I was.
So
I'll show a few pieces that I put up today.
Yeah.
So this is a 11 by 17 print that we had signed by Jodie Benson, the voice of the Little Mermaid.
Oh my god!
And then Bill put a huge color remark on it.
Don't look at it, Bacon.
This is purposely why I did not go to the Black Friday post today.
Don't look at it, Bacon.
And then this is the other one he did.
Is he doing more, Ken?
Yeah, we only had 5 signed by Jodie Benson, so we're only going to do 5 like this, and that's it.
He should number them 1 of 5.
Yeah, I think that's the plan.
Ooh.
And we have some Bill Morrison mystery envelopes left.
Those are
many though, right? Because a bunch of those sold at Baltimore.
Yeah, we have a
like,
couple left.
Yeah, just a few.
Then I picked up a few more pieces recently.
Oh, and real quick on the mystery envelopes, I'm like 83% sure that the cover still hasn't been unveiled.
Yeah, nobody said they got the cover yet.
Yep.
And we saw all of them get opened in Baltimore. So
there's still a cover in there, guys.
So this is a piece I picked up.
Look at these. Look at these Texera pieces, guys.
Wow.
Man, that Secret Invasion cover is hard to draw on too. That's all I've ever heard from every artist I've ever spoken to.
Look at that one. Look at that 9/8 in white.
Where did you get all these text pieces?
Listen, this is top secret stuff. We know people.
And this is your remarked comic.
Oh my god, I love it.
It's awful. I love it.
And then Scott's asking if the mystery envelopes shipped.
No, they'll be going out probably Friday.
Ken's working his way through the backlog of SketchCon 3, guys.
I shipped about 50 packages today. So they're in the queue, trust me.
Right. He's doing everything in order. We're trying to get everything out in order.
Yeah.
That we can.
So I'm real close to done.
Right.
I'm real close to done. Tomorrow and Friday I'll be done probably.
Yeah, and the only things we're waiting on we're still waiting on pieces from Ariel. But other than that, that's pretty much everything. We got everything back from everybody else.
Right. So if you have a SketchCon order with Ariel piece, I gotta hold it. There's nothing I can do.
Right.
So unless you want me to ship it, but then you gotta pay for shipping for Ariel's piece.
Right. Yeah, that which is totally an option. Listen, if you want your stuff, we're more than happy to ship it out. But then when your Ariel piece comes, we are going to have to pay for shipping separately. But because we combined all the shipping on all these orders, we're not going to ship them out separately. So just let us know.
I can do that if anybody wants. I have no problem with that.
My mom told me that my package arrived yesterday.
And you didn't get it?
Huh?
You didn't get it?
No, I haven't been home. I was grocery
I'm gonna
shopping.
tell your mother to put it in wrapping paper and give it to you for Christmas.
Is your
We
Is-
are on Instagram.
is her extra special Alan Davis piece in that package?
I don't know nothing about nothing.
Kenneth Carson.
What's our Instagram, Bacon?
4C Comics.
4C Comics.
At 4C Comics.
What's the last thing we posted? I haven't been on Instagram.
Yeah, Bacon.
Yeah, Bacon's kind of slacked off on the things that aren't Facebook.
And now Bacon's got a whole new social media platform called Hive. He has to apparently start using.
Which is why Bacon seemed really down in the dumps when he found out about Hive earlier tonight.
But my whole
I
Facebook
just
feed,
secured the name. You don't got to do nothing with it.
my whole Facebook feed though is all Hive.
I said it's everywhere. I hadn't even heard of it until today, and then once I found out Dan Parent was on it, I just had to get joined. I had to.
There you go. Yes.
Oh, but I did just log into Instagram and Parent Daniel just started following us. So
Yes, I
we're good
did.
to go now.
Wow.
We must be real.
Listen, nothing's real until Dan joins. That's what I was waiting for.
Listen, Dan was an easy get. I asked him in Philadelphia,
That's right.
That was a long time ago.
and I had to wear him down.
Oh, I kept wanting to do it. I just kept missing the ball. I kept dropping the ball.
Linda says Hive has taken off like wildfire.
Well,
Yeah,
everybody knows who we have to thank for Hive, don't you?
Who?
The guy who
Mr.
bought
Tesla
the
himself.
guy who bought Twitter.
Uh,
That's who we have to thank for Hive. So many people leaving that platform.
Yeah, I noticed my followers numbers have been going down every day. People that are leaving Twitter.
Right. So yeah, don't take it personally. They're leaving. They're leaving Twitter, not you.
Oh, I know.
What are you breaking up?
we can leave Twitter.
I dropped a knife.
All right, I can do that.
I can show you the rough so far.
Well, let's see.
Uh,
Look at that. Come on, man.
Congrats, Scott.
Wow.
That's good
I
stuff.
admit the only reason I haven't personally left Twitter is because that's where I get that's the fastest up to date on NHL trades at the deadline. So
wow.
Mm.
I gotta pay attention to my hockey.
That's fair.
But if they all join Hive, then I'll just join Hive. So
I'm sure everyone will eventually be there.
And Dan, you can put as much work into this or as little as you want, and just finish the rest off camera. So it's up to you. Don't.
Yeah, I'm just gonna tighten up the pencils a little more. I'll do the inking and coloring here.
Nice.
Alrighty,
Yeah,
guys.
Emilio says he still loves the Spider Gwen he got from you back in 2019. So that's awesome.
wow.
Oh, that was like pre-pandemic.
it's so Dan, like before we jumped on tonight, you said you were expecting there to be a lot of women, and I don't think there were any. Were there?
There's one.
One.
There was one.
Just
Yeah.
Angela.
Angela, right?
It's true.
Really sad day for me.
And I didn't draw any Archie characters.
Listen,
But it's okay because I draw Archie characters all day, every day, so that's fine.
right. Yeah, exactly. So I don't know if this is exactly what you were expecting this to be, but I think it was definitely pretty fun. The people who join this show they have some really eclectic character ideas and
Absolutely. And that's one of the things I like about doing conventions so much too, is I get to draw stuff I don't normally draw, which is always cool.
Mhm.
Well, that's the whole premise of the show. It's supposed to be like at a convention.
yeah, exactly.
Well, you succeeded.
We have with no con crud, no overpriced sodas and coffees and
Yeah.
food and no travel. That's great.
What do you mean? You don't like paying $12 for a hot dog while you're at the convention?
I sure don't.
They're so tasty too.
They are really good. I always get at least 3.
No, it's the grilled cheese sandwiches. Remember that grilled cheese sandwich we had? That was bomb.
That was Baltimore, wasn't it?
I don't know where that was. It was bomb. I think it was Kansas City actually.
Kansas City.
Yeah, they had I don't
Planet?
know. At Planet. Yeah, we got Bacon was in line for something, and I got some food and just split it with him, and it was a pretty bomb grilled cheese.
Grilled cheese are like one of my top 5s.
Don't lie, Jeff. Bacon was in line for booze. It's okay.
You were in line for something. I didn't say what you were in line for.
Wait, I love grilled cheese. I didn't know they had grilled chease there.
It was good. Jeff and I split it. It was
So
good.
lucky. I don't want to hear about this great grilled cheese you
And
had.
it was actually it was only like $15, and each half was enough for Jeff and I each. So
Yeah, the grilled cheese sandwich was all cheese and bread. It was only $15.
yes, but what I'm saying is that we didn't need a full sandwich each. We only needed half.
Listen, it was a quite large, overpriced grilled cheese sandwich, but it was very tasty. And it came with potato chips.
Planet.
Yeah, we would listen. I don't know. I think Bill's Morrison is probably doing Planet this year, which means Ken might be doing Planet this year.
Mm-hmm.
I have to pick and choose, guys. I would love to do every show, but I missed some shows last year that I want to do this year, so I can't do some of the ones that I did last year. So, or I keep calling it last year. Well, con season. We're gonna this year is basically over. Next year starts with the next show we're doing, but
I feel like from a fan perspective, Planet Comic Con was really fun last year.
yes, I think it was.
We weren't fans though.
It was a good listen. We had some great food, great food, great people. That was our first show with John, which we had a great time with.
What? John was at Planet?
Yes.
It's a blur.
Mm-hmm.
It's all a blur.
But
You didn't do a show without John.
That's right.
That's true. I think John was at every show I did. Okay. True.
And the only show that we did with John that you weren't at was
Tripicon.
Yeah.
That was me and Bacon.
You and that was the Carson Bacon combo.
That was like Ken and I doing that all alone. That was a fun show.
Yeah.
I thought about Arizona. I was
I
very
really
tired.
found Bacon sleeping at the table one day.
Yep, he sure did.
All right.
Yeah.
We did it. We had it though. We did it.
Yep, we did.
Yep,
So-
just Annika and I did it in Phoenix too.
Yeah.
But Phoenix was definitely not as big as Terrificon, but
No.
it was a beast still.
Tripicon, I think he signed the most autographs of any show we went to.
Wow. Good
I
for you,
kept
Bacon.
Bacon.
every single signing. I capped the line except for the last one. So I think we had 6 total signings, and I capped the line before it started for 5 out of the 6.
Wow.
So,
Yeah, the one he didn't crap before it started was the first one because John showed up early. We weren't ready.
Yeah.
So Dan, are you planning on doing Baltimore this year and Heroes Con?
Yeah, I'll be at Baltimore again. Heroes, I think I had a conflict with Heroes next year. 'Cause I love Heroes. That's always one of my favorites.
Sure.
Darn it.
But yeah, I think I'm on for like the regular, what am I
On
doing?
Fan Expo stuff.
Toronto. I'm doing.
Are you doing MegaCon or C2E2?
I'm not sure. One of those. I'm doing.
One of those two. Yeah.
I filled out my paperwork for C2E2, and then I found out MegaCon was the same weekend. So, it'll be one of those, and then I'll be doing Emerald City, New York, San Diego, of course, Toronto. Then I'm doing a couple different international shows. I'll be doing. I'm going to Ecuador
Ooh.
in August, and I'm going to Abu Dhabi in March,
Wow.
and then I'm going to India in March. So, and then I'll do Terrificon, doing Terrificon, doing Niagara Falls Con. They're all starting to line up. So I'm just sort of try not to think about it too much because
Then-
I enjoyed my December and January, which are my catch up months.
Right.
You know? So, and I'm still doing commissions for my Kickstarter from last year. I'm almost finished.
Mhm.
Because I had to get all the books out first, of course, and then so I've got a dozen or so commissions to finish up from those. So it's my catch up time. So
No, I was gonna say.
December or January, but I am doing that Christmas one. I'm doing that. I'm doing Central Florida, but
Well, yeah. Say hi to Aunt Becky for me. Tell
I
her.
will. I will. Here's what I've got on Nick so far, and I'll
Look at that, guys! Wow.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
I will finish this one up
That's awesome.
off screen.
Yeah, there you go. Well, all right, guys. So we were a little over 2 hours now, so I think we'll call it. But Dan, stick around. Don't go anywhere.
Yep.
And we'll just say our goodbyes to everybody. And thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. It was so much fun having everybody here and doing another live sketch claim show. Next week we have Mike DiCarlo is our guest. Is that correct, Ken?
Yep.
Mike DiCarlo, and then and then the week after that is, or not. Wait, I'm losing track of our. Hold on, I got to get my. Ken probably has it right in front of him. I need to look at my.
And who's after Mike DiCarlo?
Salvaludo.
And then
Sal Valudo?
Salvaludo.
Salvaludo, which guys, you do not want to sleep on Salvaludo. His stuff.
Phenomenal.
Oh my God. It's just like between the Phantom and I mean, this guy worked on Black Panther for the longest run, and his stuff is so cool. If you like 80s, I mean, it's just, I mean, I don't even know how to describe it. I just see it and it just feels like comic books to me. It just reminds me of everything I read growing up. So you're definitely not going to want to miss that.
Sure.
So we should have been promoting this earlier, but this is what you get when you guys stick around to the end. You get the inside track on finding out who's going to be here. But that's a couple of them coming up, and we're going to have one more show for the Cartoonist Society Foundation. We're waiting to hear back on who it's going to be, but we're hoping to get a really big name and do something really cool because we want to get over $25,000 raised for that charity by the end of this year. So
we're working on something that might be a little different than we've done in the past, but it'll be a pretty cool op. So
yeah. But yeah. So thank you, Dan Parent, for being here. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. And thank you guys for joining us, and we'll see you next Tuesday. And for everybody, have a great night.